My dear child, listen carefully. I saw what you did 3 nights ago. In that moment, when you made that choice in the dark, when no one else was watching and you believed you were completely alone, you were not alone at all. I was there with you. And in that instant, when you chose differently from how you have chosen for the past 7 years, something shifted in the unseen realm that you could not hear or see. A door that had been sealed since your childhood, a door I designed for this exact moment in your life, opened. You did not feel the change or hear anything move, but I need you to understand what that one decision set into motion. Because if you move through the next 90 days without recognizing what is happening, you may miss the answer to every quiet prayer you have carried for the last 10 years. Stay with me as I reveal this to you. This message did not reach you by chance. I sent it to you because you are standing at a point most people never reach, and what comes next requires you to see clearly where you have been and where you are going. Before we go deeper, I want you to understand what you are about to receive so you realize why leaving early would cost you more than you think. I am going to show you 4 things, and each one builds on the last. First, what the last 7 years of silence were truly building in the unseen. Second, why the decision you made 3 nights ago was unlike any other choice you have made before. Third, what I have already set in motion that has not yet appeared in your visible world. And fourth, the one pattern that shows up after a breakthrough like this and quietly takes it away if you do not recognize it. These are not separate ideas. They are connected parts of the same truth, and if you only understand part of it, you may feel confused instead of transformed. Partial understanding can mislead you more than not knowing at all. So if you are still here, leave a comment right now and simply say present, because what I am about to explain will completely change how you see your life. Once you see it this way, you will never go back to the old way of thinking. Now let us begin where this truly starts, not with what is coming, but with what you have been carrying. You know the weight I mean. It does not become lighter with time. In fact, it often feels heavier the longer you carry it without knowing why. There have been long nights when everything was quiet and dark, and you sat alone with a question you were almost afraid to say. You wondered how much longer you would have to wait before something truly changed. You questioned how long your faith, your patience, and your effort would take before you could finally see results. You have lived through seasons where my silence lasted longer than felt fair. You watched others move forward in areas where you remained still, yet you kept going. You carried the doubt of whether you misunderstood me, whether the promise was real, or if it was just your own hope speaking. And then recently, without attention or perfect conditions, you made a move. You made a choice, and that choice opened the door that led you here today. I am not yet going to tell you what that decision triggered, but I want you to notice what may already be shifting in your life. When something changes in the unseen, it does not always come with noise. It is quiet, and if you are not aware, you may overlook it. The first sign is a deep calmness you have not felt in years. Not excitement, not relief, just a steady quiet inside you. Something that was tense for so long has finally relaxed. The second sign is that things that once felt normal now feel out of place. Conversations, environments, and even certain people no longer feel aligned with who you are becoming. The third sign is a sense of direction beginning to form. Not a complete plan, but a clear inner guidance where there was once confusion. The fourth sign is a growing confidence where you no longer feel the need to explain yourself to others. These are not signs of confusion. They are signs that something has already shifted within you. Your soul is catching up to what your eyes have not yet seen. And the decision you made 3 nights ago was not the start of something new. It was the completion of something I have been building in you for 7 years. You were the right person, this was the right time, and that was the right choice. If this is speaking to you, take a moment and like this message, because what comes next will change how you understand every difficult season you have lived through. Think of a building, not the part everyone sees above the ground, but the hidden foundation beneath it. For months, or even years, the most important work happens underground where no one can see it. From the outside, it looks like nothing is happening, but once the foundation is strong enough, the building rises. Not because it suddenly became possible, but because the unseen work was finally complete. You have been in a foundation season. The last 7 years were not punishment or delay. They were preparation, deep unseen work that had to be completed before I could bring you into what you were meant for. The choice you made 3 nights ago was not the start. It was the moment I declared the foundation finished. Let me show you what was being built. In year 1, I was building your ability to stand firm, not to perform, but to endure when everything inside you wanted to give up. In year 2, I was helping you learn to recognize my voice among many others. In year 3, I removed things you thought you needed so you could discover that I am enough. In year 4, I reshaped your identity so you would know who you truly are beyond labels and opinions. In year 5, I taught you to wait with faith even when nothing changed. In year 6, I gave you spiritual awareness so you could sense what others could not. And in year 7, I brought everything together into a strong foundation. Nothing you went through was wasted. Now that the foundation is complete, I can release you into what you were prepared for. But this required time because the responsibility you are stepping into would have overwhelmed you before. If you understand this, take a moment and comment ready, because now I will show you what is already moving toward you. When I complete a foundation, I do not delay the provision. It has been moving toward you the entire time. The moment you made that decision, it began to move faster. There is a door about to open for you within the next 60 to 90 days. It will be a real opportunity that you will recognize immediately. It will feel like the answer to something you have been waiting for. The second thing is a relationship. Someone is being guided into your life, someone you have not yet met, but when you do, the connection will feel natural and familiar. The third thing is a financial shift. There is provision assigned to you that will appear in an unexpected way. When it comes, handle it wisely because it will determine what follows. The fourth thing is a new level of authority in your life. Your words and actions will carry more impact, and you will begin to see results more quickly. But there is a pattern you must watch for. After a breakthrough, doubt often appears quietly as a small thought questioning what is happening. This is not from you or from me. It is meant to make you ignore the early signs. When you notice small confirmations, acknowledge them. Speak about them, write them down, and give thanks for them. When you value the small signs, greater ones will follow. If this makes sense, share this message with someone who needs it, because sometimes what reaches you is meant to reach others through you. Now we move to the final part, your identity. Everything I have shown you connects to who you truly are. If you do not understand this, you may step into new opportunities while still thinking like the person you used to be. You are not the same person you were 7 years ago. That version of you was reshaped so you could become who you are now. You are chosen for a purpose that only you can fulfill, not because you are better than others, but because you are uniquely designed for it. You are someone who endured years of pressure without giving up. Most people stop early, but you continued. That is not luck, that is purpose. You are the one who is breaking cycles that have existed for generations. What you overcome will not pass on to those who come after you. You are the builder whose foundation is now complete, and what you build next will last far beyond you. You are someone who moved forward even without perfect clarity because you trusted what was placed inside you. You are no longer waiting or questioning. You have stepped through the door. Now before I finish, I want to share something important connected to your next season. Everything that is coming into your life will pass through your mind first. Your ability to think clearly, focus, and make decisions matters now more than ever. There is a mental state known as gamma, where clarity and creativity are at their highest. Over time, stress and long seasons of pressure can reduce this state. A researcher named Dr. Robert Lake spent many years developing a simple audio method designed to help restore this mental clarity through sound. It is a short process that guides the mind back into focus. Normally, accessing something like this would require expensive sessions or long practice, but this method makes it simple and accessible. If you feel drawn to it, you can explore it through the link provided. This is not about pressure or obligation, but about offering a tool that may support you in this new season. Now receive this final word. You did not go through 7 years of growth for a small outcome. What is coming into your life is greater than what you carried. It does not just match your effort, it goes beyond it. I am not giving you what you think you deserve. I am giving you what was always meant for you and what you are now ready to handle. You are someone who moved forward when others turned back. You stood strong through silence, and now your building season has begun. You are no longer waiting. Everything changed the moment you made that decision 3 nights ago. Walk forward with confidence, not fear, because you have learned how to value what matters. If someone you know is going through a similar season, share this message with them. Let me know in the comments which part spoke to you the most. You are not forgotten. You are exactly where you need to be.